Welcome to the Snelling Channel 2023. This is what we will be learning this year, building this year. So basically this is going to be a video just running through the overview of what I want to learn, and we're going to have a little learnings overview, and then we're going to have a more detailed version of it, which will be the actual building, what we're going to build using these technologies. So if we jump straight in on my laptop here, so I'll show you what I can see too. So basically the learning section will be the first bit. That'll be the overview of the technologies and bits I want to improve, and then we'll go into what we're going to build with these things. Two ideas mainly that will use these technologies then to execute. So if we go to learnings, I want to learn a lot more JavaScript. Basically this is going to be my go-to language from now on, I guess, for this year, definitely. So I want to do Nextjs full stack. So Nextjs can do front end, back end, APIs, all that sort of good stuff. I want to be able to run a public application, so we'll get to that in a minute, what they will be, but a public application that has its own back end, everything running in the cloud, so that I can get a full stack application up and running just using JavaScript. And it'll have to teach me a lot more than I already know, because at the moment I don't know a lot about. I know a bit about JavaScript, I know a lot of other languages, very little. So we're gonna have to go deep into JavaScript and build out a full stack application, front end and back end. That'll be our Next.js. I also want to then, along the same theme as JavaScript, get into React Native and Electron. This is going to be it's a smaller part, because what I'm thinking is when we come to the apps we're going to build, they're going to need a mobile and or desktop app to run the back end, to run the application. And if we can do it natively with React Native and Electron, we can build them. They're not going to have crazy functionality, so that's what I'm thinking. We can build it with React Native or we can build it with Electron, because of how simple the app is going to be. It should be pretty easy to implement these things. So that's the idea. Native apps beat out web apps all the time. PWAs, people don't understand how to bloody install them. I think if it's just me, let me know, but there we are. And so having native apps you can download from app stores and that sort of thing, it's going to win 100% over like a website or a PWA, in my opinion. So even if it's a crappy app, which it probably will be, then it will still beat a website. So building on top of JavaScript, then we're going to go into TypeScript. So TypeScript, type safety. Be honest, I have no idea. I have no idea what, why, who. TypeScript, yeah, but everyone loves it, so I'm guessing it's worth using. They use it in work, so that's one reason I want to use it, because then I'll understand what they're doing, and it seems to be the norm now for JavaScript projects to use TypeScript. So there we are, we will be using TypeScript going forward. Okay, and this is a big one. So I want to develop all these things, yeah, but I can't type. I basically am the slowest typer. If you went on like any development thing, yeah, people can type, people can touch type, people can type without looking, people can type quickly, yeah. I can type about 20 words a minute. So it's not, unless I'm copy and pasting from Stack Overflow, we're not going to build anything this year typing at that speed. So we have to get that up, way up. So we'll be working on that, okay? We'll be working on that, because at the end of the day, if I'm typing at 20 words a minute, we're not going to get anywhere. We need to be up in the hundreds, low hundreds is where we need to be touch typing. Yeah, we got the same laptop, same keyboard everywhere. We can do that. So that's the goal, get that typing speed way up. And then on the same lines, here we are, out in my garden, recording a video, little 20-minute talkie to the camera. We want to get those videos up. We want to get videos out to people, snappy, so you can see what I'm doing. I can get feedback from you. We can build in public. We can build together. yeah, and we can all, have a little medley, have a little chat about what's going on, and make some better products, make some good videos, interesting stuff. And the goal for all this learning is so we can ship better code faster, type faster, more code, better code in public. You guys can see it. You can say, that's going to be crap. That's going to be good. This is going to be great. When we can make actually, decent stuff. So then that's the overview. That's the kind of, the gubbins, what we're going to be doing. So what we can actually build with these technologies. This is what we're going to get to now. A video CMS. Yeah, so you can manage all your videos on your digital screens. So on the side, my normal job is digital signage. Yeah, so menu boards, digital advertising in stores. The CMS does in-store and external advertising, so you can do billboards and that sort of stuff. All them good gubbins. The web app will allow store owners and advertisers to manage their videos on screens, in stores, menus, all that sort of stuff. We're building this stack with Nextjs. This is going to require me to learn a lot of stuff. So at the moment, I very minimal knowledge. Yeah, I know JavaScript, but I've never done any of this back-end stuff. I've always been like front-end, basically. Yeah, UI, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to have to learn databases. I've been trying SQLite, but I don't think it's going to be production ready, production enough, whatever you want to say. So we might have to do MySQL. We're going to have to do APIs to communicate with the devices. You have this file, play this at this time, all that good gubbins. File hosting, we're going to have to host these videos somewhere. They're going to have to be loaded up, distributed on the edge, all that sort of stuff. Cloudflare workers, I want them to basically be communicating most of the information. So if we have to sync between devices, that'll be Cloudflare workers. If we have to be doing downloading content, if we can have that on the edge, that'll be better. And then we're going to have to integrate all this with Stripe. So there's a good few things we're going to have to learn there just to get this one thing off the ground. And then we want to use React Native and Electron to build the actual apps that play the videos. So I imagine that'll be a bit of an easier bit because it'll basically be calling APIs to get videos to play. So I'm thinking, fingers crossed, that's a bit easier, but maybe scheduling the stuff might make it a bit harder. The second thing we're going to building off the first one, because I think we're going to learn a lot of stuff about Nextjs in the first project, and then the second project, then we'll actually be implementing it in a more cohesive way in a larger application, a 3D modeling / digital marketplace. So none of these things are going to be revolutionary. Yeah, I'm not building the next big app. These are all very small things that I'm going to be building basically to use for myself or like personal small community projects. A digital marketplace for 3D models. So I make 3D models and I sell them on TurboSquid and on CG Trader, and the experience is just not that good. So I'm thinking, can we make a small community maybe based around a certain type of model or a smaller subcategory of models? They're just, a bit nicer, a bit more community based. Maybe we have more perks and some community. There's no community events with these things. You'd think you'd have modeling events and competitions and all this sort of stuff, but it's very lacking. So to build this one out, we'll be using Stripe for the payment, and then we'll be using a Nextjs template called Pixar. So if I click, this is the template we'll be using. Basically, it's a React multi-vendor digital marketplace template. And looking through this, it was, I was basically blown away because I started looking for templates and I thought, clearly people are making these things in templates I've seen you be able to use. But the detail that they've gone into on these templates it's kind of blown my mind, to be honest. It's basically an entire marketplace that you just put your back end on. So you build the back end for it, and it uses TypeScript, Tailwind CSS, which is a bit sketchy for me because I haven't actually used that yet. So I'm not too sure about Tailwind. Might have to do a bit of looking into that. But everything else is pretty good. It's going to take a bit of a learning curve. It has a built-in admin dashboard and the front-end shop with all the features you basically need to sell digital products. Downloading them after the fact, sending them to the customers with emails. So it's basically there, and it's very customizable. So we're going to build our marketplace off the back of this, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll take a lot of the work out, because this is, you know, this is months and months of work that people have put into this template that we can just have easily for, where is it? £29. That's a steal. So there we are. That one I'm not too sure on yet. I haven't fully fleshed it out. That's the next project. That's for, like, you know, the second half of the year. First half we're going to be focusing on this and making some videos throughout the way, just so we can, you know, fill it out, get people interested, get people involved in what's going on, and then we'll have a look at the but that's one I'm very interested about. But I'm hoping that template can take us most of the way there, and then we can, you know, spice it up and make it how we want. So I'd love to hear what you guys are learning this year. If you let me know in the comment section, and I'll let you know what I think of these technologies, what you're using them for, what your projects are, what you're going to be planning on building this year. If you're interested in coming along, hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to grey, and I'll see you very soon. Peace.